I'm joined by Jed Adcock. Jed, you coached the guys in their first practice match on the weekend. We went down to the Gold Coast, but what were the big takeaways from the day?
I think to start off with, it was you've got to turn up to play, no matter who you're playing. Gold Coast came out hard. They attacked the ball well. They pressured hard, and it probably took us 2 or 3 quarters to really get into the game. So, it's another good hit out for us. Still building towards round one. We've got Hawks and Melbourne to go, obviously before round one. So it's another step towards that. Changed a few things up for the game. We had a pretty young backline going in with a few out, and then obviously Harris played for the first half of the game forward. And we're setting a fair few new players into the team as well from other clubs and young players as well.
How did Harris go in the forward line? It's been a big talking point of late.
It was okay, yeah. The thing was the ball wasn't down there a lot for the first half, so Gold Coast really dominated the first half of the game, and it took us probably until third quarter, halfway through that third quarter, to really start getting a bit of ascendancy back ourselves. They kicked straight, which helped, and we missed a few. But you looked all right up there, so something that we'll look at again. It's always nice to have flexibility in your team, especially when you've got Harris, who against some teams might always have a big tall match-up in the back line. To be able to swing him forward and play forward and kick some goals is really important for us.
So what was sort of said in the halftime break to make sure the guys came out a lot more energised in that second half?
A lot of it comes down to attitude, really. So it's really hard for a coaching group to try and get out of players. Players you hope are turning up ready to go, and we felt like we were really able to do that. It's probably through the third and fourth quarter, fourth mainly more than the others, and then obviously it was a 6-quarter game, so fifth and sixth we started to really get a bit more ascendancy. When we got some young kids in and they got their opportunity, a bit of a taste, and they came out fighting and ready to go. So we hope that come next week against Hawks that we can start the game a little bit better and on our toes a bit more.
And how did Charlie Cameron go in his first game back in 206 days?
206 days, was it? Yeah. So he looked good. Yeah, probably once again took him a little bit to get into the game. Once again, as a forward group, it probably takes, the ball needs to be in there a little bit more. So we weren't that clean early, but he looked all right. He kicked 2-3, I think. So 5 straight would be a bit handier than 2-3, but it was a good run for him. It'll be better for the run. Still working back to full fitness, but moving well, looking good. His foot doesn't seem to be much of a problem anymore, so it's nice to have him up there. And you're chucking in another couple of smalls and a couple of talls, and it's pretty dangerous forward line if we can get going.
And what do you hope to get out of the Hawks clash this weekend?
Oh, once again, you're hoping for a better performance to start off with, to get up first quarter, second quarter, get into the game, be up there with them, and you hope we get to play our way a little bit. We probably didn't show our hand that much of how we want to play the game in offence and defence. So attitude first, but once again we're building for round one, so we're ready for round one. On that Saturday night here against West Coast. That's what we're going to be continue to lead into.